Today, very heartbroken news. Zach Roloff says relationship with his dad is not existent, but why? There are more. Stars Matt and Zach Roloff's feud explained. There are more. How much did Zach Roloff offer for the farm? I will explain everything, do not miss this video. Hello viewers, I'm Tina, welcome to our new video. Before going to the main topic, I have a request for those of you who don't subscribe, comment, like after watching my video. Please subscribe and stay with us, because it is very difficult for us to make a video. Let's go back to the news. Zach Roloff says relationship with his dad is not existent, but why? There is still much work to be done in order to mend the father-son relationship between Zach and Matt Roloff of Little People, Big World. Zach, 34, revealed on the Thursday, May 23rd episode of his Raising Heights podcast that the dynamic between him and his father, 62, is not great, adding that their relationship is non-existent. The show airs 6 months after the filming ended, and it kind of brings up some old wounds. You just give yourself some space, he explained. In April, the season 25 finale of the TLC reality show aired, marking the final appearance of Zach and his wife, Tori Roloff. Nothing has been fixed, Zach said Thursday, despite his insistence that the dust is settled regarding his arguments with his father. Following their 2016 divorce, Zach is one of Matt and Amy Roloff's eldest sons. Following their divorce, Amy sold Matt her stake in their Oregon property, Roloff Farms. Matt decided not to sell Zach a portion of the property in 2021, almost 5 years later, and instead put 16 acres up for sale. Zach has denied his assertion that none of his children desired to inherit the land through inheritance. In February, Zach and Tori, both 31 years old, announced that they were leaving the family's reality show. "We will not return to the world of Little People, Big World." In a video posted to YouTube, Tori stated, "We're done. That chapter is closed." There were multiple reasons for the couple's departure from the show, which debuted in 2006, Zach echoed his wife. According to him, "We were done with it after this last cycle, which was difficult between the family and the farm deal. We have progressed." Zach clarified in the season 25 finale why the couple wasn't going to the farm after his argument with Matt. Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff's cutest moments with their 3 children, pictures he said, "No one's holding grudges, no one's intentionally not going to the farm. There's just no interest," before mentioning his and Tori's kids, Jackson, 6, Lila, 4, and Josiah, 2. "The kids don't ask, nothing we're hiding from them. When it comes to my dad, I don't know, that ship all sailed. There's not much of a relationship, just doing our own thing. Time might even it out, everything will be healed, it'll just be different." Speaking on camera with his fiancée, Karen Chandler, Matt gave his version of events, stating that he wants to construct a playground for his grandchildren on his land. "I always hope Zach and Tori will win the kids over, and if they don't, they'll come around later in life," he stated. "We've just come to terms that they don't want a relationship, so you just have to accept that," Karen said in response, speaking to Matt. Stars Matt and Zach Roloff's feud explained. Since 2006, the Roloff family has been portrayed in Little People, Big World as evolving and changing. The TLC reality show season 25 saw Zach Roloff and his wife, Tori, depart. Unfortunately, his departure was not amicable with his father, Matt. In the future, will the feud be resolved out of sight? I am not sure. He's the father and grandfather, of course, Zach's mother, Amy, who was Matt's ex-wife, stated in the show's conclusion. But I don't believe they'll ever look at it as that father-son bonding relationship type of thing, no. She added, adding that Amy would assist them in re-establishing contact if necessary. How did the father-son conflict escalate to this point? Let's put an end to their conflict. The family owns an Oregon farm that spans 100 acres. With Amy, the father had 4 children after acquiring it in 1990. In 2020, Amy sold Matt 32 acres of it. Zach assumed that, as one of the eldest sons, he and his twin, Jeremy, would inherit it. We're all but decided that when I die we're giving whatever piece of the farm I still have to Amy, the 62-year-old father asserted during the debut of season 16. He added, "It's too complicated to pass it on to another person." In season 22, Zach discussed purchasing a portion of the farm with Tori. It was where they hoped to raise their 3 kids. His mother was taken aback by this. "It was definitely a surprise," she stated throughout the program. "I had no idea that was on his mind. I am aware that Jeremy has given it a lot of thought. It abruptly alters Matt and my perspective on this property." An employee was renting the large house on the farm, so the conversation was put on hold. People reports that in May 2022, Matt listed the 5,373 square foot farmhouse and the 16-acre property for sale. Next, in October of the same year, the owner partnered with iTrip Vacations to rent out the house for a short time. The property is still available for vacation rental. In April, Matt shared photos of the rental on Instagram with the caption, "For any last-minute spontaneous traveling types, if you are looking for that once-in-a-lifetime experience. This coming weekend is still available to book Roloff Farm's big house. Stay 3 nights in the exact same house that you've seen on TV the past 20+ years. After this weekend, it's booked solid. Back-to-back until June 9th. Best rates at www.itrip.net. itrip_vacations. Zach made an offer for the farm, but his father said no. How much did Zach Roloff offer for the farm? Jeremy also didn't proceed with purchasing the property, instead purchasing a farm in 2022, complete with a trestle, a nod to his proposal to his wife. The father and son negotiated for a year, with Matt listing the portion of the farm for $4 million and Zach offering $1.6 million. The father couldn't accept the difference, even with a family discount. The couple has already left the show in 2019 and gave Access Hollywood an explanation for their decision. "We have a lot of work to do to bring our vision to life, but Jet and I are excited to finally have some space to get our feet dirty literally. And bring our dreams of using land into reality," Audrey, Jeremy's wife, wrote in an Instagram caption announcing their property. 14 years is a long time to do anything, and I just reached a point where it was never something I really said yes to, I just grew up doing it, he stated. "And it's been amazing. If you asked me if I would do it all over again, I would say yes. And I think that says a lot about my experience. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but it's a long time. Time to do something else." The couple has a podcast, a YouTube channel, and books. Zach is now leaving the show, just like his brother. But he and his wife presented a different explanation because they went through this family negotiation. In their YouTube channel's 3rd episode this February, the married couple discussed their decision to leave the popular reality TV show. "I think the chapter is closed regardless of us being asked back or not," Zach stated. "We made it pretty clear we're done with that chapter for multiple reasons." He continued, "This past cycle was difficult. Between the farm deal and the family, we were done. I was your first girlfriend and I didn't want to be the one that's breaking Zach's heart on national television," Tori said, adding that they no longer believed in little people, big world. Which made it more difficult for them to film their final season. Zach was, at the time, about 13 years old in season 1. Working on the Roloff farm introduced them, and after becoming friends, they began dating. They were married in 2015 after 4 years of dating. Tori stated that once the family traveled to Australia, she decided against filming. Lila, Josiah, and Jackson are the 3 children that the parents have in common. They stated that the youngsters' occasional refusals to film hampered production and were another factor in their decision to not go back. The kids were allowed to choose not to be filmed, they said, and the production was open to their concerns. For me, though the pressure was still on, Zach responded. I was aware of what was going on. I was aware that a day of production cost X dollars. He later spoke to his family about the conflict. It's time to take a break, separate from my family, which is well documented, he explained. The farm deal went through and just other things in my opinion. The clock, according to Zach, the final surviving kid of Matt and Amy on the show, was ticking. He believed they were continuing to do things the old way and that nothing was changing the way they should have. Tired of discussing his separated parents, Zach felt compelled to act as a mediator between them. No one does that at 30, he remarked. In methods that they can manage, such as their podcast and social media accounts, Zach and Tori are content to share details of their lives. Whether Little People, Big World will receive a second season renewal is uncertain. In response, Matt expressed his theory in a Facebook post. A portion of the tweet stated, "Viewers want relationship drama and then resolutions, the less relationship interactions are filmed together on camera. The harder it is to produce the show." Chris and Karen coming on board helped replace some family members. He thinks that the network is unsure of what lies ahead and is likely waiting to see how the family situation plays out to determine whether there are any unique prospects or a framework for a future season. The father explained why he didn't sell to his two oldest sons as well. As twins, they have always been super competitive, but this was one situation that I couldn't let one win over the other, Matt said. As a father, it was extraordinarily complex, and I can't say I handled it without some mistakes and missteps. All of his children and grandchildren were cherished, he added. In his letter, the patriarch expressed how happy he is to see Zach and Jeremy succeed. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.